At Dental Nachos, we are dedicated to helping dentists do three things: increase success, decrease stress, and most of all, reduce the number of times they feel like crying inside a day. On Talking Nachos, we feature our amazing sponsors who do fantastic things for our community. And I would love to introduce you to this one because you share with us who you are and what you do to help dentists.
My name is Mark Dilatush. I'm with Yobi, and we are an AI dental business assistant company. So we provide AI dental business assistants to dentists for several reasons. Answer their phones, answer their web traffic, answer their social media traffic. Bottom line is to bring their lost business opportunities to zero.
I love that. Well,
Zero.
AI, and I don't know if anyone's get this joke, but I hope they do. AI, like Hansel from the movie Zoolander, is so hot right now. AI is so hot and in so many different capacities, from your x-rays to answering phones. But I like what you said there, Mark. Missing phone calls is a problem as old as dental time, right? I'm sitting in my dental practice right now, as you could see, in 2025. I joined here in 2004. We didn't even text message people for appointments. So the amount of technology built into dentistry has been amazing, but it can be confusing. It can be overwhelming. So just break this down to us. Like, I was talking to my office manager today. We're going to get Yobi in our practice. Like, what's it going to do? How do you implement it? And what kind of purpose is it going to serve?
Well, so the initial purpose is to bring the lost opportunities down to zero. So we have to prep your AI to do what your Kate wants her to do. Okay.
Yeah.
So in your case, it's confusing because you have
Yes.
your own Kate and we call the AI Kate. You can name your AI Cheryl if you want. That's fine. Initially, what we want to do is we want to get her personality right. We want to get her instructions and her goals correct. So we give every dental practice a very long template of basically rules. So if a caller wants to confirm, if a caller wants to schedule, if a caller has this question, if a caller has that question, and initially, out of the box, the AI is bilingual. She's been trained on 500,000 successful dental phone calls. She will never talk about sex, politics, or religion with anyone. And she doesn't know anything else in her life. So she has zero distractions. Okay. So out of the box, she's probably the most prepared person you've ever put on your phones, but she doesn't know enough about Pennington Dental yet. So
Gotcha.
we scrape the services, amenities, and technologies off of your website. We upload it into the back of her brain. And then Kate and I are going to work through those instructions as to exactly how does your Kate, your office manager, Kate, how she wants your AI to behave when someone calls, reaches out from your website, or reaches out via social media, either Facebook or Instagram direct messages.
Awesome.
Once she's connected to the outside world, all of those inquiries are going to be in one channel. So you don't have to go to 4 or 5 different apps to find how your patients are communicating with you. It all comes into one place called Yobi. That's what Yobi is.
Awesome.
Okay. And from there, I can work with Kate to set up the actions she wants your AI. She can.
Can it be as simple as I'm thinking about this? So exciting. Can it be as simple, right? I know when people invent something, they want you to use all the features, which I understand. But let's just say I am someone explaining to me like I'm a 6-year-old from the movie Philadelphia. Can it be as simple as this AI Kate is going to take messages and put them in a place for you to look at the next day? Like, can it be as simple as that? So like somebody calls at 10, somebody calls at 10 p.m. at night and they want to know if you take spoiled guac PPO and they want to be a new patient and they're just calling dental offices and they thought they were going to leave a message on the answering machine, but they got your AI Kate. It can interact with this patient, impress them, and then the next day, someone from your front desk team could reach back out to them. I know this is the most simplistic version, but I'm just breaking this down for us. That's something it can do, right?
That's the bare minimum it does.
Bare minimum.
Right.
Then let's go to the next step, because maybe you could, I've looked at your website, and I want to use the phrases right, like integrated or non-integrated, or these are the two types of packages. Tell our audience about that a little.
So unintegrated, Kate, and integrated and unintegrated normally revolves around active scheduling into the practice management software. Okay.
Gotcha.
Unintegrated Kate, however, can still facilitate more appointments without being integrated. She can do that by texting a local med link out to a
Right.
caller, right, who wants to make an appointment, or any dental app link, doesn't matter. If somebody wants to make an appointment or make a payment to the practice, you guys were talking on Nachos the other day about merchant services.
Yeah.
She can text out your merchant service link so that the person never talks to your front desk who wants to make a payment. Okay. So these are examples of actions she can take. She will almost always task out anything she cannot handle herself to the appropriate member of the front desk that your Kate can determine. So she can say, okay, for financial questions, I want it to go to Joan, and for scheduling questions, I want it to go to Marie. Okay. And then
Yeah.
in their Yobi, Joan and Marie log into their Yobi and they see their tasks
I love that.
all lined up, right? So what a lot of dentists don't realize is somebody comes into your practices every morning, some staff member comes in and sits there with your voicemail, listening, triaging, trying to figure out what happens next, right?
Yeah.
Little yellow sticky, stickings up all over the place, right? Somebody has to do that. For the staff, the benefit is put your cream in your coffee, man. That job is done, because Kate.
And I think what's cool about it is, and you remind me of those days where you want your front desk team member to do something, and I'm checking the messages, and it's not their fault. You can't do two things at once, and the messages could be that your implant patient just canceled, so they have to check the messages. So I love that. Now let's talk about this. You, Mark, I've known for a long time, admire what you've done, and for some reason you decided to sign up to help dentists, right? I don't know what happened to make you do that, but I just want to share, we can be on the skeptical side. I don't know if you've met dentists. So you have encouraged our community to test out Kate, to call her up. What is the number they can call if they want to test out Kate and learn more about her?
So the call for English speaking Kate is 609-507-2178.
And what will they do? What happens when they do that?
I encourage everyone listening to this to try her out. Just pretend you're a new patient and you want to make an appointment, but then call her back and test her. Tell her you want to book 4 appointments for 4 of your children, all in the same hour, and see what she does. Ask her to make an appointment, then change the subject and listen to her come back to making the appointment.
Very cool.
Okay. I just want you to test her a little bit. If anybody wants, just reach out to me on the Nachos forum if you want special languages, because we can, out of the box, she can speak English and Spanish. She can change on the fly. So if the caller changes languages, she'll just follow. But with things like Chinese, Vietnamese, and other languages, we can set up a separate AI for that. So if you need,
I love that.
Yeah, if you want to talk a completely different language, we probably
I wrote it down, 609-507-2178.
Correct.
Test out Kate. People can text Yobi, YOBI, to 215-543-6454 to get your Nacho TLC special. You have a special offer for the Nacho community. What is that?
So due to your hand pounding negotiation, we offer half off the install. So it's usually $200 for the install and onboarding, and with Nachos it's $100. So it's
nice.
half off. Right.
Well, we're going to learn more and more about this. Let's stop at this point where people can digest, test out Kate. I so appreciate your support as a sponsor, Mark. Admire what you do to help dentists. I just want to share one more time. People can text Yobi, YOBI, to 215-543-6454 to get the Nacho TLC deal, and definitely test out Kate. Thanks so much, Mark.